Whole hard in the trenches, ask a nigga what he benching. Triple digits, nigga, don't forget to mention. Whole hard in the trenches, ask a nigga what he benching. Triple digits, nigga, don't forget to mention. Don't forget I got memories, dead stain the whole room if I let them bleed. Shit was dark, I let this little light of mine.
All right, so fellas, let's go ahead and close it out right quick. Sentence or two. Uh, name the storyline. What'll be the storyline for the next few days following tonight's loss against the Patriots? And I guess I'll go ahead and start so we can kind of get an example of things going. May not be the strongest storyline, and it's not going to be the perfect statement, but the storyline will revolve. It will revolve around, first off, Jared Patterson. Everybody loves that underdog story, that undrafted guy who comes out and kind of impresses in his first outing. He had 80 total yards, 80 all-purpose yards, receiving and rushing, and made some highlight moves in terms of evading and breaking free in certain moments in the game. I think the storyline will end up being something to the effect of can he overcome or upseat, that's the word, upseat Peyton Barber as running back number 2. It's something that everybody's easily going to jump on. It's something that people are going to be paying attention to. If he can become that Marcus Mason, a hype man for this team, of course, then I think he has some momentum and good things going. That'll be my storyline. Again, I want to emphasize the fact that you don't have to. If something is stemming from like Peyton Barber, something stemming from Jared Patterson, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. But that's going to be my storyline for this. It's going to be stemming around Jared Patterson. Damien, I guess I'll go since I guess you could go since you I showed you the outline. And Paul came on. Paul came on last minute, hang out with the fellas. So Damien, what's your storyline for?
Mine is probably just going forward be like a question like, does Washington have the depth on the interior like we thought they did on the defensive line? Just because I think even my guy like Tim Settle, I think a lot of those guys, those second and third stringers, a lot of them didn't show what I hope that they would have. Some did, but like Will Bradley King had a fine game, but I still want to see more. So I think my question is, what is Washington's defensive line looking like past that first string?
Dre and Paul, again, like I told, like I just said it, Damien was aware of the topic storyline thing. So if y'all don't have anything that's good, that's cool. If y'all do, that's good. But I guess I'll get the floor to y'all. Do y'all have a storyline that can possibly be talked about for the next?
Well, yeah, we need Cal Allen back healthy. That's one thing I think, because you don't want to see too much of Steven Montez out there preseason. He doesn't give guys a chance too much to show what they can do. You talk about the back end, especially the wide receiver spots. That's a big competition. You want a chance to prove something. I don't think if Steven Montez is throwing the ball, they're going to have that chance to prove that they belong on the roster. So that's one thing. And as Damien said, you want to see the edge rushers. You want to see someone emerge from that group of the backup edge rushers. You want to see a third guy emerge from that group, because that's important. You need that depth there. Other than that, it just wasn't much today to take from this first preseason game to say that what too much you want to see more of or whatever. But it was the first preseason game, and to me, in my opinion, you can't ask for much more than what you saw. You saw the quarterbacks play pretty decent. The quarterbacks you'll see on the roster this year, you saw them play decent. And you got some, guys like Jared Patterson who had good games, and you seen the starting defense, they look pretty good. So you seen what you wanted to see out of those guys. But maybe now it's going to be different, because I don't know what the dress rehearsal game is now. Before in the past, we've always said the third preseason game is it's a dress rehearsal game. But now with only 3 preseason games, I don't know if the second or the third game is going to be the dress rehearsal game. So that's something we'll in the coming weeks as to what game we'll see the stars more and what game we can take more from in the preseason.
Oh, you got anything for the storyline?
Yeah, I got one quick little something. If I had to just wrap it up and just say, just keep going. Just keep going. This team is the first preseason game in 2 years. A lot of these guys are really young. I mean, if you think about it, we still have a very young team, and there's been a lot of turnover. You know, where you look at the Bucks, they brought back 21 of 22 starters from a Super Bowl team. I mean, I just jot this down real quick. Davis, Cosme, Brown, St. Juice, Collins is back. You have a new quarterback. And Fitz, Leno Jr. is new. Bates is a contributor. He's new. Curtis Samuel's not even playing yet. Humphreys is new. McCain is new. Eric Flowers is back. I just wrote that down in like 10 seconds. Like, think about all those players that are new faces here that are playing for the first time. And honestly, they showed me that they are a competent football team tonight without actually knowing too much about how they're going to look. They looked good enough for me to be confident they're getting in the right direction. Considering there's a lot of new faces, this team, we don't know how it's going to look. We don't know how it's going to look with Curtis when he's back in the fold. I think he could be like the straw that stirs the drink with the offense with like that like frenetic motion and stuff like that. Just keep going. Keep working hard. You got a month until the opener. Just keep going.
Whole hard in the trenches, ask a nigga what he benching, triple digits, nigga, don't forget to mention. Whole hard in the trenches, ask a nigga.